get to the next level. So when I leave the gym here, my mind's still on my job. It's not just about like, is your head in it? My heart is in it. You know, it's not just about the dough. You have to love it because it's not normal. What can I learn in 8 weeks? You'll find out. And my goal is to beat whoever's in front of me.
I did it multiple times, and that's because I'm tricky. I'm sneaky and I'm fast.
Headshot, or are you going to the body?
Both, baby. It's gonna be a long night for him.
Serious in his same approach. If we're in the real world and he takes it serious, this fight should not go longer than about 30 to 60 seconds.
Anthony Joshua reportedly visited Jake Paul's gym before their upcoming fight, which created a lot of talk about training and tense pre-fight moments. In an interview, Joshua spoke about how the fight was arranged, explaining the negotiations and difficulties involved, and said it is not easy money. Sources say he stressed that this fight is very serious, pointing out the physical danger and careful planning needed for a fight of this size.
Is the value in fighting Jake? And for you, what's the motivation in taking this?
So you got ability and you have marketability in boxing. Now, unfortunately, how it goes is you could have the two best fighters with the best ability, but they don't have marketability. So they won't be able to showcase their talent to the world because broadcasters won't be interested.
Jake Paul continues to show very strong confidence. Before his fight with Anthony Joshua, the YouTuber turned boxer has publicly said he believes he can knock Joshua out, even joking about beating him in a laser tag game when they first met in Dubai. Paul claims his movement and unpredictability will help him do well in the ring. While some fans and experts find this amusing and others criticize it, it clearly shows Paul's mindset going into a fight against a highly experienced heavyweight. He believes staying sneaky, reading movement, and finding openings can work in a real fight. However, experts warn that confidence alone cannot replace real boxing skill and experience.
Bring him up! Bring him up! Bring him up! Bring him up! He's not gonna get there without this shit!
Former cruiserweight world champion Lawrence Okolie shared insight into Jake Paul's training and offered help with sparring. Okolie said focused and specific training is important when facing a fighter like Anthony Joshua. He explained that Joshua usually does not rush for early knockouts, but instead relies on experience, strategy, and reading his opponent during the fight. Okolie's advice focuses on improving Paul's stamina, defense, and ring awareness, which are key for surviving against a strong and skilled heavyweight. He added that while good sparring helps, it can never fully match the power and unpredictability of a world-class fighter like...
He's done for especially the women's game and what he is. I think he's fantastic. And he's showing other boxers coming through, look what I've got from this. So you tell me now, in terms of a game plan, what you think.
There's three I see. One of which is, bear in mind, AJ is not I'm going to come out and get this over in 1 round kind of guy. He does do it, don't get me wrong, but that's based off of other people's work. So when you see AJ versus Ngannou and him were having a fight before AJ started landing the great right hands off of Ngannou going southpaw, I don't think AJ's first instinct is to go in and go double jump, uppercut, left hook to the butt and rip into people. He likes to box. He's a natural boxer. So I think he's going to be just going through stuff. He hasn't been in the ring for over a year. He's going to be, popping jabs.
Commentators Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen said they are worried that Jake Paul is underestimating how dangerous Anthony Joshua really is. They believe Paul's relaxed attitude and confident public comments do not show a true understanding of the risk. They warn that Joshua's power is extremely dangerous and that Paul has never faced an elite heavyweight before. While Paul shows confidence and bravado, the analysts said this mindset could be risky if he does not respect Joshua's timing, strength, and experience. Their comments highlight the dangers of overconfidence against a top-level opponent.
Done enough sparring, getting hit, that you just know. You're talking about Olympic gold medalists. I don't think people understand how good Anthony Joshua is. They see him against Usyk or they see him against, Ruiz, and they're like, oh, he lost. And they think somehow that because he's nice, that he's not an absolute killer.
I don't think everyone
life.
knows that, B.
A lot of people are like,
You're hanging out with the wrong people then. I mean,
6'6", 245. Let me just say this. It's a different ecosystem. Look, Jake's a thick kid. 227 is a lot. It's heavy. He's big. He's athletic. But this is different. You're not Usyk. You ain't Usyk.
Jesus.
You're talking about a very different athlete.
Do you want me to go now?
Please.
With all your rambling here?
Please.
Dude, first of all, before I go in on the cojones on Jake Paul, you have got to.
That's what I said.
Whatever the fuck your criticism of the guy is, whatever. The cojones, the huevos on this fucking kid.
I agree.
To step in there with fucking Anthony Joshua is insane. He deserves all the money.
With 14 ounce
and what he's doing is flipping boxing on its fucking head. And this is exactly what he's there for. He's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. Kudos to him. Kudos to him.
100%.
Now, what bothers me is when you and other people go, I mean, Jake's 6'1", 227. I mean, it's insane. The other guy's 6'6". Jake could be 6'10".
I know.
300 pounds of shredded. What you guys are missing the mark on is Anthony Joshua is a gold medal winner in the Olympics.
High level professional. High level.
No, hold on. World champion. So I don't like it when we're talking like, dude, you know, he's
it's
so
not
much,
a physical
so much
thing,
bigger.
it's a skill thing.
So I'll say this, and I'm not saying anything's. I'm not saying it's a fake fight. It's rigged, especially because you got Eddie Hearn involved, and they're using 10-ounce gloves,
10 ounce
which is a big deal, and it's 8 3-minute rounds. 10-ounce gloves.
It's terrifying.
That's what you do in professional boxing, heavyweight boxing, which those do nothing, by the way.
They do nothing.
What you guys need to understand is, if this fight's not fixed, no one's taking a fall, cut all that narrative out. But I will tell you this. If Anthony Joshua decides to take this as serious as he did the Francis Ngannou fight, I don't need him to take it as serious as an Usyk fight. I don't take him as serious as fighting Klitschko. That's insane. It's literally impossible to take something like this that serious. If he takes it as serious as he did the Francis, which isn't that serious for him, but if he takes it as serious in his same approach, if we're in the real world and he takes it serious, this fight should...
TV personalities Jason Cundy and Jamie O'Hara took a more dramatic view, focusing on how unpredictable the fight could be. They said the huge gap in skill, experience, and size makes the bout risky, especially for Jake Paul. Their main concern is Paul's safety, suggesting Joshua may even be told to hold back his power to avoid serious injury. They noted that while the fight attracts attention as a spectacle, safety should not be ignored. According to them, this type of matchup is unusual in boxing.
I think it's dangerous.
Yeah,
I genuinely think it's dangerous.
But that's
put in a world heavyweight champion.
But then the cynic,
at the top 4 or 5 fighters in the world.
Then the cynic in me tells me,
YouTuber who's never had a proper fight.
Right, the cynic in me straight away goes, I think AJ's probably going to be told, and I don't know this, don't go heavy on him the first
No, he can't afford to do that. Anthony Joshua can't afford to do that.
Okay, well, that's where I'm wrestling with my own mind right now. You asked me the question, how do I feel about it? I don't know what to make of it, mate. I seriously don't know what to make of it. I seriously don't.
I think it's a joke.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it.
I'll watch it because...
I don't know whether I will, JJ. Honestly, I probably will close the vote. Right now, I don't know whether I will. I don't know whether I will, honestly. I didn't watch... Was it Jake Paul that fought? Who did he fight? Mayweather.
Tyson.
No, Mayweather. I didn't watch that. Who fought Mayweather? Oh, it was. I tell you, it was. Who was the MMA fighter?
Logan Paul. Logan Paul.
The
one that you didn't know the name of, yeah.
Logan Paul, right?
He fought Floyd Mayweather.
I didn't watch that one either, right?
I know, but Jake Paul's got a bit more of a bit more boxing credentials. He has because he.
What about McGregor? Who did McGregor fight? Did he fight someone? McGregor? Have I made that up?
Yeah, I don't know. Where's your head at?
I don't know, mate.
I mean,
they all
it's all over the gaff. You gave Andy your number and you gave him the talk.
His name's Adam.
Adam, sorry. You gave Adam the number.
No.
You said 03717 22
I gave him the sports.
You gave him the sports number.
No, but I don't.
Get your head out.
No, I don't know. I don't know whether I will watch it, actually, if you want the honest truth.
Well, we asked for some calls and people have phoned up. They're interested in it to have their say. Let's go to Paul, who's a Man United fan.
Simon Jordan, a former football executive and outspoken commentator, criticized the fight from a sporting point of view. He said Anthony Joshua gains little by fighting a YouTuber-turned-boxer like Jake Paul. Jordan stressed the importance of protecting the integrity of combat sports and argued that top fighters should face meaningful opponents, not just chase spectacle. He believes that while the fight may bring money and attention, it sends the wrong message about professional boxing and could harm the sport's image. Between
Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul in December. What does it tell us, Simon? Does it tell us more, as I said in the introduction, about the falling star of AJ or the rising one of Jake Paul?
It tells you that there's a huge opportunity for enormous amounts of money to be generated around a fight that really has no integrity behind it in terms of as a fight, but in terms as a media spectacle and entertainment opportunity. You've got a very talented YouTuber that's built himself into a massive influence with huge following, and you've got a former two-time champion of the world that operates at a very high level of engagement. Whether he's a high level of performer anymore is a different discussion. So it becomes about how much can this fight generate, how many eyes on the prize. I mean, I spoke to his very close friend Michael Jarman about this very fight about 3 or 4 months ago, and he was like, "Oh, what do you think?" I said, "What difference does it make? Oh, it would potentially jeopardize his legacy. His legacy's sealed. You cannot undo the fact, whatever you think of Anthony Joshua,
It might
as a
damage
fighter,
it.
I don't think so. What it will do is increase his bank balance, but I think in the great, I mean, it didn't damage Muhammad Ali's reputation to go in with a sumo wrestler, did it?
No, but after, when Joshua was at his peak, Simon, if I had said to you there and then, do you know what? Maybe in December 2025, Anthony Joshua will fight a YouTuber.
This is the entertainment business, and Anthony Joshua is an entertainer, and you can't undo the fact that he won the world heavyweight championship twice. And he fought in some great fights.
So why does he need this?
Because he's in the business of entertainment. And if an opportunity is presented to him and someone wants to say that we can monetize this to the huge levels that are potentially available.
In a surprising development, Jake Paul reportedly trained with sparring partners from Anthony Joshua's own heavyweight camp. Media described this as Paul taking advantage of Joshua's training resources. Working with Lawrence Okolie, Paul used this chance to learn more about heavyweight pace, power, and techniques. While it is normal for fighters to spar with different partners, having access to Joshua's camp gave Paul a rare opportunity to observe reactions, timing, and defensive habits. Analysts said this experience could help Paul better understand what he will face. Though sparring can never fully copy Joshua's real power or finishing ability.
Cruiser to heavyweight, and then Keyshawn is a lightweight. He's never actually fought at the 140 yet, and he looked almost as big. So a lot of like fakery with the weights in the game. But anyway, now Jake Paul is being dwarfed by these way bigger heavyweights like Jared Anderson, Frank Sanchez, and Lawrence Okolie. Okolie is like 6'4.5", 6'5", and these guys are like 6'3", 6'4", probably. So now Jake Paul is the one that's smaller. So first of all, I will give credit to Jake Paul. Clearly, he's a person who is taking his career seriously. These are quality sparring. I mean, a real boxer, because people say he's not a real boxer, but a real boxer would be using the same guys in their sparring camp. In fact, I just told you Joshua used Lawrence Okolie. I don't know if he sparred with Anderson or Frank Sanchez, but these are all regular ranked heavyweights. So credit to Jake Paul for that. And I mean, he's going to need it. Joshua is a different breed to, like, you know, a Mike Perry when it comes to boxing. Different frame, different size. In case you didn't believe me, right? Jake Paul, this is what MVP Promotions posted. So Jake Paul top sparring, right? Heavyweights. And here's some pictures of Joshua with Lawrence Okolie. And again, Joshua, a big dude, but you see Lawrence Okolie, and he probably was cruiserweight back then. I mean, I don't know exactly when this picture was taken, but he's only like an inch shorter than Anthony Joshua. And now, as he's moved up to the full heavyweight, he has filled out more. You see, he looks even bigger than when he was a cruiserweight. Now, I got to research it, but I want to say I thought Lawrence Okolie was injured, but again, I'm not his doctor, nor do I care. So if he's injured,
Former world champion Chris Algieri shared his thoughts on the fight from an experienced fighter's point of view. He said returning to the ring after time away is never easy and requires rebuilding timing, rhythm, and confidence. Fighters need real ring time to regain sharp instincts. While Jake Paul is far below Joshua's skill level, Algieri said the fight could still serve a purpose for Joshua. It gives him a controlled setting to sharpen his timing, test his reactions, and stay physically ready for tougher fights ahead. Algieri also noted that the media hype and spectacle around the fight often overshadow the sport itself. Still, he said the bout helps Joshua stay active, sharp, and mentally prepared for future challenges.
But I will say this, Dan. You said, like, I don't know if it's going to be this, how many rounds. What do you mean? It's going to be a fight. What are we talking here? Like, it's going to be an exhibition? No, it's a fight. You're a heavyweight. You're calling out heavyweights. You're calling out a heavyweight. You're calling out Anthony Joshua, former world champion. You're calling him out on short notice. It's a fight. You're going to wear 10-ounce gloves and you're going to fight 10 rounds, and that's what it is. I don't understand any idea of anything else. Oh, it's going to be 8-2s. Is it going to be 15-ounce gloves? What the hell are we doing? This is boxing. You want to fight a real guy? You're fighting a real guy, which I am very respectful. And I respect the hell out of Jake Paul if he does step in the ring with Anthony Joshua. No matter what happens, kid's got balls of steel, and I applaud you.
Well, the reason I say we don't know yet because Jake Paul has fought in it. His last fight with Gervonta Davis was going to be an exhibition. They had to do that because of the weight difference. This is still a weight difference here. I mean, Anthony.
No, there's not. No, it's not. It's heavyweight. It's the same weight class.
Well, what do you consider Jake Paul? Cruiserweight or heavyweight?
Heavyweight. How much did he weigh his last fight?
He's fought at cruiserweight. He's also fought at heavyweight. Against Tyson was at heavyweight. He was.
What was his last fight? He's a cruiser. He's a heavyweight.
What was
he
his
was
last
two?
fight?
It was
his last
Mike
fight was
Tyson.
at cruiser against Chavez. Whatever, you know what I mean. Like the reason Gervonta Davis fight.
He fought Chavez after Tyson. I guess Tyson was that long ago. Wow.
Yeah, it was a year ago. This week, I was looking at my Instagram memories. I was in Dallas, Texas, getting ready for me pooping my pants on Netflix. That was about a year ago. Exhibition. These are questions that are asked. These are questions that are attached to Jake Paul events. I am hoping that it's a real fight. I'm hoping that it's 10, 12 rounds. I'm hoping it's everything because I hear it all the time. I hear everyone saying, I'm still getting it. This is not a real fight. There's no way this is happening. Tell me when it happens. There's going to be rules. There's going to be agreement. Joshua's taking the bag. Joshua's taking the dive. There's a handshake agreement. There's a wink agreement. It just never ends. And I get it.
Boxing analysts have raised concerns about the huge size and weight difference between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. This gap increases the risk of injury, especially for the smaller fighter. Some experts believe the fight would be safer as an exhibition, where the rules reduce danger while keeping fans entertained. However, reports say the fight is planned as a full professional bout under normal rules. This raises the risk and makes the fight especially dangerous for Paul, while giving Joshua an unusual but manageable challenge. Analysts warn that despite the excitement, fighters' safety should remain the top priority.
And I can't believe this is leaving my mouth. Anthony Joshua is going to be fighting Jake Paul. Now, this isn't even an exhibition bout. It's going to be on Netflix. It's going to be in Miami. It's going to be in December. And Jake Paul, if Anthony Joshua loses to Jake Paul, then that will not make any sort of sense whatsoever. Because on an athletic level, an experience level, a skill level, Anthony Joshua is several levels above Jake Paul. So surely this is going to be an exhibition bout. Surely this is going to be, there's surely going to be some shenanigans here. Because if Jake Paul gets into a real boxing match with Anthony Joshua, he's going to get absolutely destroyed. Like, there's no point in me, I don't even need to break it down. What do you want me to break down here? And this is an easy payday for Anthony Joshua. And you know what? Fair play to him. People are going to criticise Anthony Joshua for fighting Jake Paul, but if he's really going to be fighting Jake Paul, which I don't think he is, then bro, he can do whatever he wants to it. Literally. But then he just imagine. Oh, it's just crazy to think about. Fair play to Jake Paul though, if this is a real boxing match. If I see exhibition attached to this, we'll know it's a sham. However, if